Last week I took a walk in the park. The weather had finally cleared up and it was a beautiful weekend, so there were a lot of families out enjoying the day. These two boys were walking along the stone path with their mother when I noticed one of them, maybe 5 or 6 years old, jump onto this rock wall, run along its edge for a while, and jump off and continue on his way. It was the most uninteresting of moments, and yet to me, it was a marvel. See, I recently started running again, forcing myself to put on some sneakers, go out into the world, and run wherever I can for however long I can. So to see this boy just up and scale a wall that, while no higher than my waist, was as tall as he was, and then jump down, bounce up, and continue on, was incredible. It's incredible to think how as boys we can just run and jump and fall with the resiliency of youth. Like our bodies are powered by a fire that will never flicker, never wane, until the day that it flickers, and we begin to grow weak under the relentless winds of time. I run on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I wake up feeling as though I had just been hit by a truck. But this isn't a video about a man of middle age who is bitter at his own mortality. This is the story of that first moment, the moment I realized the limitations of my body. This is the story of when I gave birth. So, I'm 12 years old, and like so many things in life, it all started with the Ninja Turtles. See, back then, you were either a boy who had a turtle-themed birthday party, or you were a loser. So our story starts on a Tuesday night at Sheldon's birthday party. Yes, his name was actually Sheldon. I didn't change that because of the turtles. It's Sheldon's birthday, and I have to bring a TMNT action figure. But since no one coordinated anything, Sheldon opened his gifts and received Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and the Raphael that I got him. God damn it. And you know what food gets served at TMNT birthday parties? Why, pizza, of course. The importance of this will soon become apparent. So it's Wednesday, and for school lunch, there's pizza. Now it's Wednesday night, and my mom made macaroni and cheese. Now it's Thursday, and the school lunch is macaroni and cheese. It's Thursday night, and my mom made tuna casserole with lots of cheddar cheese. Friday's school lunch was a taco bar, and I feel it's important to note that at this point, I haven't begun to notice any kind of pattern to any of this. So I go and load up on more shredded cheese for my tacos. But when I get home from school, the realization finally hits me. I haven't taken a dump in like 4 days. But hey, I'm a 12-year-old boy. I've got the fire inside me, so whatever. Now it's Friday night, and guess what? Why, it's time for another birthday party. It's Andy's birthday, and like every other boy, his birthday is turtle-themed, which means another pizza party. Saturday morning, it hits. In 4 days, I've consumed roughly a cannonball of cheese, and now my insides feel like a cement mixer. I try taking a dump, and it just is not happening. I tell my mom, and she gives me a box of prunes. I devour them, and they do nothing. I'm fairly certain the concrete in my bowels is dried. So I decide to overcome this using sheer will and determination. I'm going to the bathroom, or die trying. So I'm pushing. I'm standing over the toilet, and I am pushing. After a few minutes, I am sweating like I'm being tortured in a Southeast Asian prison. Keep pushing, gritting my teeth. Just push. Now will be a good time to point out that, for some godforsaken reason, our bathroom door didn't have a lock. I'm telling you this now because this is the point where my sister walks into the bathroom. "Get the fuck out!" I screamed at her. Now, I had never cursed at a family member, and as crazy as the story is, to be standing over the toilet panting and sweating and trying to push out an ungodly amount of cheese, it is 10 times crazier to imagine this from my sister's perspective. You see, because you know what happens when you spend 5 straight minutes squatting over a toilet trying to move something out of your bowels? You get a boner. That's right. I just discovered butt stuff. So imagine you're my sister. You're just enjoying your Saturday, and you go to the bathroom only to find your 12-year-old brother squatting and grunting and screaming over the toilet, covered in sweat, with an erection, and he's screaming profanities at you. Now it's Sunday morning, and I wake up utterly determined to end my suffering one way or another. I'm going to try the squatting, grunting, sweating, boner-inducing madness again. Only I wasn't going to stop until the cheese was out of me or I was dead. So I go down to the toilet in the basement and barricade myself in, both for privacy and to muffle the noise if there is any. I take my position and I start pushing. Sweat starts to pour. I lower my stance. I start to see colors and grab onto the towel rack. I keep pushing and it feels like I'm in a boxing match with God. The towel rack snaps right off the wall in my grasp, and then it happens. The sound and the splash. It was like a body being dumped into the East River. I tell you that more than half the water in the toilet was now outside of it and mostly on me. And when I turned around to gaze upon the beast itself, it was beyond even my wildest imaginings. You know what a skee ball looks like? Even bigger. But if you're in an arcade, find one of those basketball games where the balls are a little bit smaller than a regular basketball. A mini basketball. That's how big it was. Of course, my own personal toilet Vietnam changed me, and I would never be the same. I could never forget being confronted by my bodily limitations, and how nearly a week of eating almost nothing but cheese forced me to pass a mini basketball-sized turd through my 12-year-old ass.